was a service immediately after the rap showcase, and the worship was just like, it was nice. The worship was nice, and I just was like telling God, like, I was still crying because I was really hurt because I didn't understand, like, why am I here, you know, type of thing, if I wasn't gonna win and all this other stuff. God was just moving. I could see it was like, oh, God's gonna really do something. But he just blew my mind. But I was worshiping and I was telling God, you know what, I trust you. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I trust you, and I know that you're gonna prepare a place for me. You're gonna do what you said that you're gonna do. Like the promises, all the prophecies, it's like it's still there. This doesn't change anything. And then we had this bomb concert right after that. It was like, it was so dope. It was like I couldn't stay in my funk if I wanted to, because how that day was set up, it was just perfect. It was just this really dope DJ battle through Wado Radio, and it was just amazing. It was just lit. Like, people was on chairs, people was throwing water from the stage. Like, I ain't never been in a concert like this in my life. Mind you, like the speakers, it was fog. It was so much fog that the whole school was filled with fog, bro. And the what you call it, the little fire alarm went off, and they would not let none of us in there because the whole freaking school was full of fog and smoke. That's how much fog was coming from the stage and the main sanctuary. Like, it was just dope. It was just so dope. Everybody was lit, everybody was turned, you know what I'm saying? It was just dope. Like, I was FaceTiming my friends, like, look at these people up here. It's like, oh, what? Catalina and I were plotting to prank the Beautiful Eulogy van for 2 days, and the conference was 3 days. So we were trying to just talk with a couple people and to see, you know, what they were into, what type of stuff they like, because we had found the van. They was like, yeah, we like iced coffees and Fiji water and all this other stuff, just confirming that we had found the van. We stopped, we left the concert, and we went to the parking garage and we were looking for the van, and all of a sudden I heard the van is on the 3rd floor. So I was like, yo, the van is on the 3rd floor. Went on the 3rd floor, found the van, bro, and this is what happened.
Hey, here's the stuff. We're about to do something that is very, very amazing, and it's called a prank. This is Beautiful Eulogy.
Here we are at the scene of the crime. As Catalina places the last
Yo, that's yours truly. Stop the smiles.
yeah. The humble beast.
Yeah, we can move on.
The finished product of pranking Humble Beast in their vehicle. Yes, we added tissue paper and ribbons. I can't move right now. And as you see, ribbons and all this great stuff. Oh, snap, that's me. Booyah, 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 booyah. Ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him. It's real. It's real in the streets. Alright? See her? You know what I'm saying? It's real. Park garage. Legacy rock fest. Oh, car. Gotta go. Okay.
Am I sorry? I'm not gonna say I'm sorry because it was like, I don't know, I just felt like it just had to happen. It was not revenge on what happened, but what I will say is I felt bad when Thomas came up to me and was like, Lexi, you did a good job. And I just looked at him. I looked at him and I was like, thank you. And I just started dying laughing because I knew that they were on their way to the van. But what I do feel sorry about is that they had just got off stage and then they had to come, you know, to see their whole band covered in tissue paper, ribbons, and drawings of them as the Powerpuff Girls. I also want to say that in my mind, you know what I'm saying, I was thinking rationally. I was like, you know what, they're going to be tired. They're not going to want to take all this stuff off. But we talked about it, and she was like, no, they're going to be fine, and it's going to be what it's going to be. I'm low-key snitching, but I'm just saying it was going to be fine. And so we went through with it. The last day of Legacy Outreach Conference, they had this outside outreach type of thing. It had the Rapzilla stage set up, which is what we were competing for. You had people in the gym playing basketball. You had people just chilling, talking. Everybody was there. Everything was just good. I didn't get to see Keyshawn perform because I had to go to get ready for the Young Lady show. So the lineup, if I can remember, was Liv Roscoe's. You had Liv Roscoe's, Ito Han, Jamaica West, me, Catalina, and then Angie Rose. It was just dope. Like, I was just so happy. Like, man, it's all women. We all chilling. Everyone was nervous or dealing with something internally. And when we went to go pray, it was, well, for me and for some other people who verbally expressed it, but it just went away. We just prayed like, Lord, have your way. All the shyness, all the nervousness that I was feeling was just gone. And you can kind of feel like the love increasing. Like, not to say it wasn't there, it was already there, but just everything just seemed just at peace. Everything just seemed okay. And then when it got dark, people started filling in the venue, and it started. Jay Gibbons was the host. The room started out slow, then somehow it filled in, just started filling up. And Liv, you know, she set the tone. When I watched her do her sound check, she kind of seemed like very nervous. As I watched her perform, you just saw her just become free. You saw her just say, you know what, I don't even care anymore. You could just see it. You can just see like the transition. Ito Han, who is normally a poet, but she sung. And you had Jamaica West, who raps, who's a poet, but girl was rapping. And I enjoyed her set so much because she did this like little African dance segment, and it was just so powerful. Like, I don't even think she understood how powerful it was, but it was just amazing to watch her just be loose like that. Like, I haven't seen someone just be able to be free like that outside of a Baptist setting. Like, you know, everybody shout in the Baptist church, but just be free in like a contemporary church or whatever. You don't see that really that much. And well, I don't, at least. And she just started dancing, and I was just so inspired by that. People were overcoming obstacles. It was just so evident. Like, in the spiritual realm, you could just see like they were just being broken free and just letting go of whatever that was bothering them before they got there, or for the week, or whatever. It was just so much freedom taking place. And then I got up there, and I don't know what happened. I didn't blank out. I was very cognizant, but there was so much power. When I went back and I watched the footage, I was embarrassed because it just kind of sounded like I was yelling the whole time. I was just filled with so much power and passion, and I just was not afraid of nothing. It was like the rap showcase prepared me for that moment. All the battling of being nervous and being afraid to do well, like none of that mattered. And I just got up there with God's confidence, not my own, with the confidence of Christ. And I got up on that stage, which is something that Lexi doesn't do. Like, if anybody knows me, they know that I struggle with like pride in the form of shyness. I just got up there knowing who I was, knowing what I was called to do, and I just let God use me. And the most amazing part about it wasn't how well I was or how good or whatever people said I was. It was the fact that people came up to me and said, tonight I am free from myself. Like, people were saying, Lexi, you helped me believe in my potential. You showed me that I don't have to be afraid of success. You showed me that I don't have to do this, and I can be free, and I can write, and I don't have to be afraid anymore. I tell people my testimony, like, I dealt with fear. I deal with being shy. I deal with this, and I'm not dealing with it no more. Like, I'm free from that. Just through me openly just giving my testimony, people were being freed, and they spoke it, and they believed it, and we prayed, and everybody was talking and praying and encouraging one another, and people were coming up to me and telling me their problems that they're free from now, or that they're hopeful about, just from a 10-minute set that I had done. But it was the power of God, and that's what mattered. Since I started this thing, that's all I prayed for was, Lord, your anointing, Lord, your power, Lord, your strength. Lord, don't let them see me, but let them see you. Don't let them hear me, but hear you. I feel like I was floating, bro. None of that demonic stuff. Like, I felt like a completely different person. Goku, you know how he got all swollen and his hair got all on and he glowing everywhere and stuff because he had just transformed. That's how I felt. I just felt like I just overcame the biggest obstacle of my life. After the YXL show, first quarter was done, bro. It's like second quarter, new life, new changes. I had a birthday. It changed me. God like really grew me from the rap showcase up until the YXL show. Then I understood, like, this is why you wanted me here. It had nothing to do with winning the Rapzilla showcase. It had nothing to do with that. It was like you had something special for me. You had an obligation that needed to be met, and that was confidence in who you are, knowing who I am, and just opening doors and allowing me to just be connected to God in a way that I've never felt connected to him before. And then also getting ready to just explore the next part of my life. But it really was so that I can grow in spirit and in confidence of who God is calling me to be. It's amazing.